Okay, so I'm sure all of you have heard at some point the name That Vegan Teacher. If you've been on YouTube, if you've been an active user of YouTube for roughly 6 months, you've probably heard of this woman. She's a 58-year-old Canadian woman named Katie. She's a former teacher. Um and so she did some stuff. She's done some stuff. She's basically forcing. She's trying to force people to be vegan. Um, and she attacked the Queen. If you don't know, Queen Elizabeth passed away about a week ago on September 8th, and she attacked. She harass. I mean, I guess you can't harass a dead person, but she's on the Queen for not being vegan, and that's one of the news we're gonna be looking at today from her. Queen Elizabeth, polite and kind, or cruel and cowardly? Now she pretty much does the same thing in every video she makes about another person. I mean, she has made things about Gordon Ramsay, like a bunch of people, Ben Shapiro, like all these different like really famous people, and she's harassing them for being not vegan. And if she sees this video, which I really don't know how she would, because I'm that unknown, she would probably make a video about me. And I'd laugh at her, because that's what everybody else does. Now, how many subscribers does she have? She has 1,000. No, she has 188,000 subscribers. I think last week I was on her channel looking at some of her videos, and she had 200,000 subscribers. So if that doesn't say anything, then I don't know what does. Anyway, we're gonna look at the. Wait, what is her? I'm just gonna see what is her about. Fighting racism, homophobia, and vegan phobia while trying to save the planet and the animals who live here. So one thing that she does, Miss Karen, English teacher. Her name's Katie, not Karen. I don't know. She has more video. Okay, wait. And she has more videos than me. She has 1,000 videos. I only have like 200. Okay. I mean, she's been on the channel, been on the thing for like a while. Okay. Oh yeah. I think something happened to her dog. I mean, her dog. Something happened with her dog, and she's basically forcing her dog to be vegan, which isn't good for the dog, because dogs are born to eat meat. Like, you can't just like change a dog's natural diet. Like, that's not how animals work. You can change your own diet, but you can't change a dog's diet because it'll
People
die.
remember heartwarming ads.
Oh my God.
So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance,
I need to get
here's a
YouTube Premium, I swear.
Hey everyone.
Hey.
So I guess by now you all heard about the Queen of England dying.
Yeah.
And I was kind of wondering what you all thought about her.
Nice
but first
person.
of all, let me show you what's written on my shirt, okay? It says, vegan, because paying for the rape, kidnapping, sadness, and murder no longer tasted good.
Oh, it tastes good. I tell you now, it tastes good.
See, I became vegan when I found out what happens to the animals. About all these terrible things that we do to them.
I've watched some of her videos. She said she became vegan about 8 years ago. She's 58. That means that she became vegan when she was 50 years old. Or, I don't know. It was a while ago. She was, like, older than, like, my parents. No. She is older than I don't know what she was pretty old. And I'm 13. Now, I'm not a 50-year-old person, and I know the process of slaughtering animals. I knew that for a long time. Now, the fact that she didn't find out that animals were slaughtered in order to make things like hot dogs, burgers, like meat products. The fact that she didn't know that animals were being slaughtered in order to make those things concerns me. So that's a story for another. I don't know, but
And
let's
yes,
carry
we
on.
do. It's not just my country, it's every country.
Yeah.
There are so many places that abuse animals. The Holocaust never ended for them.
The Holocaust.
Pigs are still being murdered in gas chambers at 6 months old.
I mean,
And so many billions of animals are needlessly harmed every single day.
because the
Because of
economy.
people who eat them, wear them, and use them.
The
So I'm
economy.
wondering what you think about the Queen. Now, she died in her 90s. Now, let's just assume at the beginning of her life, just like all of us, she was innocent and she was just being fed these dead animals without really knowing what's going on. You know, I always say on this channel that we are all born vegan because being vegan is about the animals. It's not about food. It's not about health.
Milk it.
It's about making the declaration that you are not going to exploit animals anymore and really working hard towards that end.
But we're
So the
not-
Queen, like all of us, was just born innocent, was born vegan, and was fed dead animals by her parents. She opened her mouth dutifully, just like we all did. We didn't know the difference between carrots and peas and spaghetti and potatoes and a dead pig or a dead fish or a dead lamb
I honestly don't
or a
think.
dead baby cow, otherwise known as...
I feel like now I think one of the reasons that this is just what I was told. One of the reasons that Queen Elizabeth lived so long is based on the food she was eating. Now, I don't think she entirely got a say as to what her diet was. It was like really, really good stuff, like really healthy stuff to ensure that she lived as long as possible. So, I don't know if she'd be eating like bacon. Like, because she's not a normal person. I'm not like dissing her. I'm saying that if anything, I'm dissing the British government, but but they have like strict food things, so that like she eats all this like expensive food that makes her last 100 years. So I don't know if she'd be eating bacon like as commonly as you might think. Now she might be eating meat products, but then again, her point still stands. But I mean, no, her point never stands. So
veal. But at some point, the Queen of England must have been aware about what's going on. I mean, she's not a stupid lady.
oh no,
She went all around the world, talked to so many people.
you
Surely
call her
she must have been
stupid.
at
You're getting
some
something
point
else.
intrigued by the word vegan. She must have driven by in one of her limousines and seen, you know, a vegan store or a label on something that said vegan. She must have known what the word meant.
Okay, I know that. I don't know when veganism was like started. I feel like it started somewhere in the 60s, I think. I think it like became like more popular like around between the 60s and the 90s, maybe. I don't know. This is my best guess, but I don't think she'd be doing. I mean, then again, she doesn't like walk around. Like she doesn't walk around like in a grocery store. Like that doesn't happen. And she doesn't ride limousines, so
She must have known about the animals.
yeah,
So
I
why
know.
didn't she become vegan?
I'm 13
That's what I'm intrigued about. Like all of these supposedly good people,
because vegan.
what stops them? This is why on this
This brings me back to my other point. She doesn't choose her diet. At least I don't think, or she has to like eat certain things so that she doesn't die when she's 50 years old. I mean, I'm not saying if you're vegan, you're gonna die at 50 years old, but you're not gonna live. I mean, you might. I don't know. I'm not against veganism. If you can be vegan as much as you want, you can be vegan to your heart's content. You could be vegan for the rest of your life, and I would care less. But if you're forcing other non-vegans to be vegan and attacking them about not being vegan, I'm going to have a problem with your existence, because you can't just force other people to start eating what you want them to eat, because that's not how society works. You can't, like, change other people's diet for them. Like, no, it's not how that works. You can't just do that. So, you can't try to manipulate people. Okay, if you're vegan, that's fine. Me personally, I don't want to be vegan because I like eating meat. So, yeah. And I like eating dairy because cheese is one of my favorite foods, and then I've had vegan chicken nuggets before, and they were actually quite tasty. And I dare say better than, like, Purdue chicken nuggets, which it's not saying much, but they're good. Like, vegan food is fine. That being said, I've only had one meal, but I just if you're vegan, don't try to force other people to be vegan, because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to listen to you because they will eat what they want to eat. Unless they're, like, fat and they weigh 700 pounds, and if they don't eat something better, they'll die. So, yeah. Alright, let's resume. I just had to do something. That's why I pulled
This channel, I try to reach out to so many creators who have millions of followers. The vast majority of them don't listen to me. That's out of my control. I can still try to reach them with the message. Now, if I could have talked to the Queen of England, I would have said to her, excuse me, but you can even hire a vegan chef.
Yeah.
You can easily change what you're eating and promote veganism to all of the people that you talk to. You can wear a shirt that says this. Can you imagine the Queen of England going around wearing this shirt?
Oh.
How cool would that be, right?
She likes to wear bright colors. And
but why didn't she do it? Because there's a difference between polite and kindness. When you're polite, you say please and thank you, and you sit up straight, hold the door open for people, wear your little white gloves and your hat and your little pearls, and you don't disturb anyone. That's being polite. But it's not the same thing as being kind. Being truly kind involves bravery. It involves digging down deep and doing what's right.
Okay, lady, you're not, I don't really think the Queen of England would care. But no, I'm not gonna make this video any longer than it already is, so see y'all in the next video, I guess. And the next 2 videos uploaded to this channel are going to be this and then another very famous creator that you know of. So yeah, see you then.